Yo, guys, what's up? Fallen Chicken back, and today I thought of doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be playing Call of Duty, but I am going to tell you guys a story of mine. All right, so a little story time. Um, and this story goes back all the way to when I first got into school, when I first went into the school I am in right now. So this is all the way in second grade, when I was a little youngin. Um, so I don't know. When I first got into that school, I knew I was different because first I didn't speak the language. I don't know how to talk to people. I was just different in general. But the gist of it was it was very weird. But there are some times where I used to go to the school and I would just have moments where I don't know, I would just want to fight the kid. So this one instant where this kid would, I don't know, he would mock me, he would tease me. His name, I'm going to say his name because I doubt he's going to see this. His name was Jason, all right? Now Jason was the big kid. He was like the bully at the time, and I really didn't like him because where the school before I came to this one, I was like the big kid. I didn't, I just fucked around all the time. Didn't give a fuck about anybody, and had my little crew and everything. But that's besides the point. So I get into the school, a couple weeks, months pass, nothing's wrong. But this one day, he came up to me and said, um, something rather racist, and it didn't go very well with me, and I got really mad. And I said shut up, but it was like with my accent, and I didn't know how to speak at the time, so it was really weird. But he was like, you can't do anything about it, you can't do anything about it. And I was like, oh yeah, bet. And we ended up meeting at the back of the schoolyard, and he pushed me at the back, behind my back, and I got up. I started yelling. I started screaming my ass off, and then when he eventually he eventually was like, "Hey!" One of the teachers caught him, and by that time, Jason turned around, and I was like, "Oh, this is my opportunity." Jason turned around, and I didn't just push him. I pushed him to the ground, got on top of him, and started smacking him silly. I wasn't gonna punch the kid. I mean, yes, we were both young, the same age. Just didn't. I think I was soft. Yeah, pretty much soft. But yeah, it was so awkward. That same day, um, we had this little thing where it's like I don't know, when you get, it's like we have um, green, that's when you're like really good, and then there's yellow, that's when you're like warning, and then there's red. When you get on red, that means you're in trouble and you're going to Miss Helena's office, and that's not a thing you wanted to be in. But um, yeah, we got in trouble, and they sent us to her, and when she put us in the same room, we constantly fought. She would have to split us up every second, but that's besides the point. So after that, I ended up leaving. When I ended up leaving, I went to my house. I remember this because my dad was yelling at me for being such a bitch. I was like, Dad, you hit me. And I wasn't obviously speaking English. I was, at the time, like I said, I didn't know. That's after, when, like right now, you can hear me. I obviously learned the language. I've been here forever now. But that's besides the point, because at the time, was a bitch, okay? I said I was a hard kid. I really was. But then, like, I don't know, man. The switch bothered me. But I go home, and I'm such a bitch. I'm crying. Didn't know, like, I was just so, like, heartbroken, like, that I fought this kid. And I don't know, in my eyes, I think I lost. And I'm still crying about that day. But that's besides the point. So we go into class, and this is the next day. We go into class, and he's like, hey. And then I was like, what? Because I still wanted to act big. He was like, I'm sorry. And that day, ever since that day, I guess we were cool, but he's not in the school anymore. But I guess we're cool. And so he like by the end of the day, like we were all cool and so, but he was still mocking me for like my accent and stuff. I still like didn't like it. But like the moral of the story, all right, guys, don't bother someone you don't really know. So like you don't know what their intention is, you don't know what they will do, you don't know what they might do. But yeah, um, that's pretty much the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys You know, comment down below of something that had happened to you. Tell me a story that I should talk about. Comment down below. And I hope you guys like this. Please comment down below, like, subscribe, share this video if you want. I don't give a fuck, man. Do whatever you want, but do it in a good way, please. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and peace.